Chapter 17, Designing and Managing Integrated Marketing Channels in the course ASC1. The learning objectives are: identify the types of intermediaries that comprise distribution channels. Identify alternatives for distribution channel structure. Describe the relationship between marketing objectives and distribution channel structure. Identify criteria for evaluating the performance of channel intermediaries. Distinguish between direct and indirect channels of distribution. Select a distribution channel structure after evaluating appropriate factors, and select appropriate options for motivating intermediaries. Who are distribution intermediaries or marketing channels? They're independent groups or individuals that provide the channel for a company's product to reach the end user. There are four main types of intermediaries: agents, wholesalers, distributors or dealers, and retailers. A firm may have as many intermediaries and its distribution channel as it chooses. It can even have no intermediaries at all if it practices direct marketing. If a company is practicing direct marketing, it means it does not have any intermediaries and it's selling direct to consumers. Now, what are some of the functions of intermediaries? They gather information about potential and current customers, competitors, and other actors and forces in the marketing environment. They develop and disseminate persuasive communication to stimulate purchasing. They negotiate and reach agreements on price and other terms so that transfer of ownership or possession can be effected. They place orders with manufacturers. They acquire the funds to finance inventories at different levels in the marketing channel. They assume risks connected with carrying out channel work. They provide for the success of storage and movement of physical products. They provide for buyers' payment of their bills through banks and other financial institutions. They oversee actual transfer of ownership from one organization or person to another. There are different levels of distribution channel. A zero-level channel is also called direct marketing channel, that consists of a manufacturer selling directly to the final customer. A one-level channel contains one selling intermediary, such as a retailer. A two-level channel contains two intermediaries, typically a wholesaler and the retailer, and a three-level channel contains three intermediaries. Now, in the meatpacking industry, for example, wholesalers sell to jobbers, essentially small-scale wholesalers who sell to small retailers. In Japan, food distribution may include as many as 6 levels. Obtaining information about end users and exercising control become more difficult for the producer as the number of channel levels increase. The marketers should state the channel objectives and terms of service output levels and associated costs and support levels. The channel objectives vary with product characteristics. For example, bulky products do not need any intermediaries. Ideally, bulky products such as building material should move directly from the manufacturer to the end customer. Distribution objectives must match marketing objectives. Now, there are various design decisions associated with channels. The first is steps of intermediaries, second is number of intermediaries, and the third is terms or responsibilities of channel members. Let's discuss the number of intermediaries. There are 3 kinds of distribution strategies when it comes to the number of intermediaries involved. Intensive distribution places the goods and services in as many outlets as possible. This strategy serves well for snack foods, soft drinks, newspapers, candies, and gums. Products consumers buy frequently or in a variety of locations. Convenience stores such as 7-Eleven and Circle K and gas station outlets like ExxonMobil's on the round survived by providing simple location and time convenience. Selective distribution relies on only some of the intermediaries willing to carry a particular product. Whether established or new, the company does not need to worry about having too many outlets. It can gain adequate market coverage with more control and less cost than intensive distribution. Exclusive distribution severely limits the number of intermediaries. It's appropriate when the producer wants to ensure more knowledgeable and dedicated efforts by the resellers, and it often requires a closer partnerships with them. Exclusive distribution is used for new automobiles, some major appliances, and some women's apparel brands. It's very important to evaluate channel members before making them the company's intermediaries. There are 4 ways of evaluating channel members. Number 1 is reputation. Number 2 is financial strength. If intermediary has good financial strength, they can manage high inventory levels and employ more salespeople. Third is whether the intermediaries have an ability to carry product lines. Fourth, whether the intermediary is carrying quality of lines. Because if an intermediary is carrying low-quality lines, that could automatically impact your product because consumers will begin believing that your product is also a low-quality product. Now, just because there are intermediaries, conflict is bound to happen. There are two types of conflicts, vertical and horizontal. Vertical conflict are those between different levels of the channel. For example, a producer having a conflict with a retailer or a producer having a conflict with a wholesaler. That's a vertical conflict. A horizontal channel conflict occurs between channel members of the same level. For example, do wholesalers having a conflict over territorial rights. Now, just because there are conflicts, we need to even know how to resolve these conflicts. There are three most important strategies to resolve conflicts among intermediaries. First is co-optation, is an effort by one organization to win the support of the leaders of another by including them in advisory councils, boards of directors, and the like. Diplomacy takes place when each side sends a person or group to meet with its counterpart to resolve the conflict. Mediation relies on a neutral third party skilled in conciliating the two parties' interests. In summary, most producers do not sell their goods directly to final users. Between producers and final users stands one or more marketing channels, a host of marketing intermediaries performing a variety of functions. Marketing channel decisions are among the most critical decisions facing management. The company's chosen channels profoundly affect all other marketing decisions. Companies use intermediaries when they lack the financial resources to carry out direct marketing, when direct marketing is not feasible, and when they can earn more by doing so. The most important functions performed by intermediaries are information, promotion, negotiation, ordering, financing, risk-taking, physical possession, payment, and title. Manufacturers have many alternatives for reaching a market. They can sell direct or use one, two, or three-level channels. Deciding which types of channel to use calls for analyzing customer needs, establishing channel objectives, and identifying and evaluating the major alternatives, including the types and numbers of intermediaries involved in the channel. Effective channel management calls for selecting intermediaries and training and motivating them. The goal is to build a long-term partnership that will be profitable for all channel members. Marketing channels are characterized by continuous and sometimes dramatic change. Three of the most important trends are the growth of vertical marketing systems, horizontal marketing systems, and multi-channel marketing systems. E-commerce has become firmly established as more companies have adopted brick and click channel systems. M-commerce, selling via smartphones and tablets, is also gaining in importance. Some consumers engage in showrooming by which they shop in stores to inspect products, but buy online later to seek a lower price. Channel integration must recognize the distinctive strengths of online, offline, and mobile selling and maximize their joint contributions. All marketing channels have the potential for conflict and competition resulting from goal incompatibility, poorly defined roles and rights, perceptual differences, and interdependent relationships. Companies can try to manage conflict through dual compensation, superordinate goals, employee exchange, co-optation, and other means. Channel arrangements are up to the company, but certain legal and ethical issues to be considered include exclusive dealing or territories, tying agreements, and dealers' rights. What is direct marketing? Direct marketing is a distribution approach where a company sells its products directly to consumers without any intermediaries. Direct marketing allows companies to have full control over the marketing and distribution process, enabling them to establish direct relationships with customers. What are some of the functions of intermediaries? Intermediaries perform various functions, including gathering information about customers and competitors, developing persuasive communication, negotiating agreements, placing orders, financing inventories, assuming risks, facilitating product storage and movement, handling payment transactions, and overseeing ownership transfer. These functions are essential for the smooth and effective functioning of distribution channels, ensuring products reach consumers efficiently. What is the difference between direct and indirect channels of distribution? In direct distribution, products move directly from the manufacturer to the end customer, while in indirect distribution, Intermediaries are involved in delivering products to consumers. Direct distribution offers control and cost advantages, while indirect distribution allows companies to leverage the expertise and resources of intermediaries to reach a wider customer base. What are the levels of distribution channels? Distribution channels can have different levels. A zero-level channel, direct marketing, involves selling directly to the final customer. A one-level channel includes one selling intermediary, a retailer. A two-level channel consists of a wholesaler and a retailer, and a three-level channel has three intermediaries. The number of levels in a distribution channel determines the complexity of managing the channel and the level of control the producer has over the distribution process. What is intensive distribution? Intensive distribution is a strategy that aims to place goods and services in as many outlets as possible, suitable for products consumers buy frequently or in various locations. Intensive distribution maximizes market coverage and convenience for consumers, commonly used for snack foods, soft drinks, newspapers, candies, and gums. What is selective distribution? Selective distribution involves choosing only some intermediaries willing to carry a particular product, ensuring adequate market coverage with more control and less cost than intensive distribution. Selective distribution is suitable when a company wants to maintain a specific level of control over its distribution channels while targeting specific customer segments. What is exclusive distribution? Exclusive distribution restricts the number of intermediaries involved, focusing on establishing closer partnerships with resellers who provide more knowledgeable and dedicated efforts. Exclusive distribution is commonly used for products where the producer seeks specialized expertise, brand exclusivity, and tighter control over distribution. Why is it important to evaluate channel members before selecting them as intermediaries? Evaluating channel members is crucial to ensure they align with the company's values, have a good reputation, possess financial strength, can carry the product lines effectively, and maintain quality standards. Selecting the right channel members helps protect the brand's image, ensure effective distribution, and maintain customer satisfaction. What are vertical conflicts in distribution channels? Vertical conflicts are conflicts that occur between different levels of the distribution channel, such as conflicts between a producer and a retailer or conflicts between a producer and a wholesaler. Vertical conflicts can arise due to disagreements over pricing, terms, territories, or channel power, requiring effective conflict resolution strategies to maintain channel harmony. What are horizontal conflicts in distribution channels? Horizontal conflicts occur between channel members at the same level, such as conflicts between wholesalers over territorial rights. Horizontal conflicts often arise when channel members compete with each other for market share, customers, or resources, requiring resolution to ensure cooperation and collaboration. What is co-optation as a conflict resolution strategy? Co-optation is an effort by one organization to win the support of another by including them in advisory councils, boards of directors, or similar roles. Co-optation helps build collaborative relationships and resolve conflicts by involving key stakeholders in decision-making processes, fostering mutual understanding and cooperation. What are distribution intermediaries or marketing channels? Distribution intermediaries are independent groups or individuals that facilitate a company's product reaching the end user. These intermediaries play a crucial role in the distribution process, ensuring products are available to consumers efficiently. What are the four main types of intermediaries? The four main types of intermediaries are agents, wholesalers, distributors or dealers, and retailers. Each type of intermediary performs specific functions in the distribution channel, contributing to the overall distribution process. Can a firm have no intermediaries at all? What does it mean for a company to practice direct marketing? Yes, a firm can have no intermediaries by practicing direct marketing, which means selling directly to consumers. In direct marketing, the company maintains complete control over the distribution process and customer interactions. What are some functions of intermediaries in the distribution channel? Intermediaries gather information, stimulate purchasing through communication, negotiate price and terms, place orders, finance inventories, assume risks, facilitate product storage and movement, and handle payment and ownership transfer. These functions collectively contribute to the efficient flow of products from manufacturers to end consumers. What are the different levels of distribution channels? The levels of distribution channels include 0 level, direct marketing, 1 level, 1 selling intermediary, 2 level, wholesaler and retailer, and 3 level, multiple intermediaries. The level of distribution impacts the complexity and control in the channel. How does the number of channel levels influence the producer's control and obtaining information about end users? As the number of channel levels increases, it becomes more difficult for the producer to exercise control and obtain information about end users. What is intensive distribution, and when is it commonly used? Intensive distribution places goods in as many outlets as possible and is commonly used for products like snack foods, soft drinks, newspapers, candies, and gums. This strategy aims to maximize product availability and convenience for consumers. What is selective distribution, and what are its advantages? Selective distribution involves only some intermediaries willing to carry a particular product, and its advantages include greater control and lower costs compared to intensive distribution. Selective distribution allows companies to maintain better control over their product's positioning while still achieving adequate market coverage. When is exclusive distribution used, and what are the benefits? Exclusive distribution limits the number of intermediaries and is used when a producer seeks more dedicated efforts and closer partnerships with resellers. This strategy is suitable for high-end or specialized products that require more exclusive representation. How can companies evaluate potential channel members before selecting them? Companies can evaluate channel members based on reputation, financial strength, ability to carry product lines, and quality of lines they carry. Evaluating channel members ensures that they align with the company's values and can effectively represent the brand. What is vertical conflict in distribution channels? Vertical conflict occurs between different levels of the channel, such as conflicts between producers and retailers or producers and wholesalers. These conflicts often revolve around issues like pricing, distribution rights, or responsibilities within the channel. What is horizontal channel conflict, and when does it happen? Horizontal channel conflict occurs between channel members at the same level, like wholesalers having conflicts over territorial rights. This conflict arises when multiple intermediaries at the same level compete for market share or clash over overlapping territories. What are some strategies to resolve conflicts among intermediaries? Some strategies to resolve conflicts among intermediaries include co-optation, diplomacy, and mediation. These strategies aim to find common ground and reach mutually beneficial resolutions, maintaining the harmony and effectiveness of the distribution channel. Who are distribution intermediaries or marketing channels? Distribution intermediaries or marketing channels are independent groups or individuals that provide the channel for a company's product to reach the end user. What are the 4 main types of intermediaries in distribution channels? The 4 main types of intermediaries are agents, wholesalers, distributors or dealers, and retailers. Can a company have multiple intermediaries in its distribution channel? Yes, a company can have as many intermediaries in its distribution channel as it chooses. What does it mean when a company practices direct marketing? Direct marketing means the company does not have any intermediaries and sells its products directly to consumers. What are some of the functions of intermediaries in distribution channels? Intermediaries perform functions such as gathering information about customers and competitors, developing persuasive communication, negotiating price and terms, placing orders with manufacturers, financing inventories, assuming risks, providing storage and product movement, facilitating buyer payments, and overseeing the transfer of ownership. How many levels of distribution channels are there? There are different levels of distribution channels: 0 level, direct marketing channel, 1 level, 2 level, and 3 level channels. What is a 0 level distribution channel? A 0 level distribution channel, also known as direct marketing channel, consists of a manufacturer selling directly to the final customer. In the meat packing industry, who typically sells to small retailers. Wholesalers sell to small retailers in the meat packing industry, and sometimes small-scale wholesalers known as jobbers play this role. In Japan, how many levels can food distribution include? Food distribution in Japan may include as many as 6 levels. What happens to a producer's control when the number of channel levels increases? As the number of channel levels increases, obtaining information about end users and exercising control becomes more difficult for the producer. What should marketers specify to achieve their channel objectives? Marketers should state the channel objectives, terms of service, output levels, associated costs, and support levels. How should distribution objectives align with marketing objectives? Distribution objectives must match marketing objectives to ensure effective product distribution. What are the various design decisions associated with channels? The various design decisions include steps of intermediaries, number of intermediaries, and terms or responsibilities of channel members. What are the 3 distribution strategies based on the number of intermediaries involved? The 3 distribution strategies are intensive distribution, selective distribution, and exclusive distribution. When is intensive distribution a suitable strategy? Intensive distribution is suitable for products consumers buy frequently or in a variety of locations, such as snack foods, soft drinks, newspapers, candies, and gums. Which distribution strategy allows a company to have more control and less cost than intensive distribution? Selective distribution allows a company to have more control and less cost compared to intensive distribution. In what situation is exclusive distribution appropriate? Exclusive distribution is appropriate when the producer wants to ensure more knowledgeable and dedicated efforts by the resellers. It is often used for new automobiles, major appliances, and some women's apparel brands. What are the 4 ways to evaluate channel members? The 4 ways to evaluate channel members are reputation, financial strength, ability to carry product lines, and carrying quality lines. Why is reputation important when evaluating channel members? Reputation is important because it reflects the trustworthiness and credibility of the channel member. A good reputation can positively impact the company's image. How does the financial strength of an intermediary affect its role? Good financial strength allows intermediaries to manage high inventory levels, employ more salespeople, and potentially invest in marketing efforts. Why is the ability to carry product lines important for channel members? The ability to carry product lines determines if a channel member can effectively handle and distribute a company's full range of products. What impact can carrying low-quality lines have on a company's product? If an intermediary carries low-quality lines, it may negatively impact the perception of the company's product, leading consumers to believe that it is also of low quality. What are the 2 types of conflicts that can occur among intermediaries? The 2 types of conflicts are vertical conflicts and horizontal conflicts. What is a vertical conflict in a distribution channel? A vertical conflict occurs between different levels of the channel, such as a conflict between a producer and a retailer or a producer and a wholesaler. Give an example of a horizontal conflict. A horizontal conflict could arise between wholesalers over territorial rights. What are the 3 important strategies for resolving conflicts among intermediaries? The 3 important strategies are co-optation, diplomacy, and mediation. When does diplomacy come into play in resolving conflicts? Diplomacy occurs when each side sends representatives to meet and negotiate with the other to resolve the conflict. What role does a mediator play in conflict resolution? A mediator is a neutral third party who assists in resolving the conflict by conciliating the interests of the 2 parties. What is the role of intermediaries in the distribution process? Intermediaries facilitate the flow of products from the manufacturer to the end user by performing various functions and providing distribution channels. How do intermediaries gather information in the marketing environment? Intermediaries gather information about potential and current customers, competitors, and other actors and forces in the marketing environment. What is the purpose of persuasive communication by intermediaries? Intermediaries develop and disseminate persuasive communication to stimulate purchasing and promote the products they distribute. Why is negotiation important in distribution channels? Intermediaries negotiate and reach agreements on price and other terms to ensure a smooth transfer of ownership or possession of the products. How do intermediaries contribute to financing inventories? Intermediaries acquire funds to finance inventories at different levels in the marketing channel, ensuring an adequate supply of products. What risks do intermediaries assume in the distribution process? Intermediaries assume risks associated with carrying out channel work, such as inventory obsolescence, market fluctuations, and transportation issues. What role do intermediaries play in storage and movement of physical products? Intermediaries provide for the success of storing and moving physical products, ensuring efficient distribution and availability of products to consumers. How do intermediaries facilitate buyers' payment of their bills? Intermediaries provide for the buyer's payment of their bills through banks and other financial institutions, simplifying the payment process. What is the significance of overseeing the transfer of ownership in distribution channels? Intermediaries oversee the actual transfer of ownership from one organization or person to another, ensuring legal and proper execution of the transaction. What factors should be considered when selecting a distribution channel structure? Factors such as product characteristics, market reach, control, costs, and customer preferences should be evaluated when selecting the distribution channel structure. Why do bulky products often move directly from the manufacturer to the end customer? Bulky products, such as building materials, do not need intermediaries because they can be efficiently transported directly to the end customer without additional handling. How do distribution objectives relate to marketing objectives? Distribution objectives must align with marketing objectives to ensure that products are distributed effectively and meet the overall marketing goals of the company. What is the purpose of specifying channel objectives and terms of service? Specifying channel objectives and terms of service clarifies the expectations, output levels, costs, and support required from the channel members to achieve desired distribution outcomes. What are the steps of intermediaries in distribution channels? The steps of intermediaries in distribution channels refer to the sequential stages or entities involved in the distribution process, such as agents, wholesalers, distributors, and retailers. How does the number of intermediaries in a distribution channel affect control? As the number of intermediaries in a distribution channel increases, the producer's control over the distribution process may decrease due to the involvement of more independent entities. What is intensive distribution, and when is it appropriate? Intensive distribution is a strategy that aims to place products in as many outlets as possible. It is appropriate for frequently purchased products that require wide availability and convenience. Give examples of products suitable for intensive distribution. Snack foods, soft drinks, newspapers, candies, and gums are examples of products suitable for intensive distribution due to their frequent consumption and demand in various locations. What is selective distribution, and why is it advantageous? Selective distribution involves working with a limited number of intermediaries willing to carry a particular product. It allows for better control, adequate market coverage, and potentially lower costs than intensive distribution. In which situations is exclusive distribution used? Exclusive distribution is used when the producer wants to ensure more knowledgeable and dedicated efforts by resellers. It is often employed for new automobiles, major appliances, and certain women's apparel brands. How does exclusive distribution differ from intensive distribution? Exclusive distribution severely limits the number of intermediaries, focusing on a small number of selected resellers, while intensive distribution aims for maximum availability across multiple outlets. What are the criteria for evaluating channel members? The criteria for evaluating channel members include reputation, financial strength, ability to carry product lines, and carrying quality lines. Why is reputation an important criterion for evaluating channel members? Reputation reflects the reliability and trustworthiness of a channel member, which can affect the perception and trust consumers have in the products they distribute. How does financial strength impact a channel member's capabilities? Good financial strength allows a channel member to manage higher inventory levels, employ more salespeople, and potentially invest in marketing activities, leading to better distribution performance. How can carrying low-quality lines impact a company's product? Carrying low-quality lines can negatively impact a company's product, as it may lead consumers to associate the product with lower quality and tarnish the overall brand image. Give an example of a vertical conflict. A vertical conflict could occur if a manufacturer wants to increase the price of a product, but the retailer disagrees, leading to a conflict over pricing terms. What are some strategies for resolving conflicts among intermediaries? Some strategies for resolving conflicts among intermediaries include co-optation, diplomacy, mediation, and arbitration. What is co-optation in the context of conflict resolution? Co-optation refers to including the conflicting party in advisory councils, boards of directors, or other influential positions to win their support and cooperation. How does mediation help in resolving conflicts? Mediation involves a neutral third party facilitating communication between conflicting parties and assisting them in reaching a mutually acceptable resolution. What role does diplomacy play in conflict resolution? Diplomacy involves representatives from each conflicting party meeting and negotiating to resolve their differences through communication and compromise. How do intermediaries contribute to the marketing of a product? Intermediaries gather market information, communicate with customers, negotiate terms, provide financing, assume risks, offer storage and transportation, facilitate buyer payments, and oversee the transfer of ownership, all of which contribute to the marketing of a product. What role do intermediaries play in gathering information? Intermediaries gather information about customers, competitors, and the general market environment, providing valuable insights for marketing decisions. How do intermediaries facilitate persuasive communication? Intermediaries develop and disseminate persuasive communication to promote products, stimulate sales, and influence customer behavior in favor of the products they distribute. Why is negotiation important for intermediaries in the distribution process? Intermediaries negotiate with manufacturers and other channel members to establish mutually agreeable terms, including pricing, quantities, and conditions of sale. What role do intermediaries play in assuming risks? Intermediaries assume various risks associated with inventory holding, market fluctuations, transportation, and payment defaults, reducing the risk exposure for manufacturers. How do intermediaries provide storage and movement of physical products? Intermediaries facilitate the storage and movement of physical products by maintaining warehouses, distribution centers, and transportation networks, ensuring products are available when and where needed. What is the role of intermediaries in facilitating buyer payments? Intermediaries facilitate buyer payments by providing payment options, credit terms, and billing services, simplifying the purchasing process for customers. Why is overseeing the transfer of ownership important in distribution channels? Intermediaries oversee the transfer of ownership from the seller to the buyer, ensuring the legal and proper execution of transactions and providing a reliable exchange process. How do product characteristics influence the selection of distribution channels? Product characteristics such as perishability, complexity, size, and customer involvement influence the selection of distribution channels. For example, perishable products may require shorter and more direct distribution channels. How does market reach affect the choice of distribution channels? Market reach considerations involve assessing the target market's geographic spread, concentration, and accessibility to determine the most effective distribution channels to reach the intended customers. What role does control play in selecting a distribution channel structure? Control refers to the level of influence and authority a producer desires over the distribution process. It impacts the decision to choose direct or indirect channels and the degree of control exerted over intermediaries. How do costs influence the selection of distribution channels? Costs associated with different distribution channels, such as transportation, storage, and intermediaries margins, need to be evaluated to select a channel that offers an optimal balance of cost efficiency and customer reach. Why is considering customer preferences important in choosing a distribution channel structure? Customer preferences determine their buying behavior, including where and how they prefer to purchase products. Aligning the distribution channel structure with customer preferences improves customer satisfaction and sales potential. Why are exclusive distribution strategies used in some situations? Exclusive distribution strategies are used in situations where a producer wants to maintain tight control over product availability, ensure a high-quality shopping experience, and establish a premium brand image. How does exclusive distribution differ from selective distribution? Exclusive distribution limits the number of intermediaries to only a few authorized retailers, granting them exclusivity, while selective distribution involves working with a limited number of intermediaries willing to carry the product without exclusivity. What is a marketing channel? And what is the importance of the marketing channel in the marketing mix? A marketing channel, also known as a distribution channel, refers to a set of organizations or intermediaries that facilitate the movement of products or services from producers to end customers. It plays a crucial role in the marketing mix by ensuring that products are available, accessible, and delivered to the target market efficiently, The marketing channel provides a pathway for businesses to reach their customers, distribute products, and create value through effective logistics, promotion, and customer service. What is an intermediary? And what are some of the types of intermediaries that operate in a marketing channel? An intermediary, also known as a middleman, is an independent entity or organization that functions as a link between producers and consumers within a marketing channel. Intermediaries help bridge the gap between production and consumption. Some types of intermediaries include agents, wholesalers, distributors or dealers, and retailers. Agents act on behalf of the producer, while wholesalers purchase and sell products in large quantities. Distributors or dealers generally work closely with manufacturers, and retailers sell directly to the end consumers. What is a direct distribution channel, and how does this differ from a one-level, two-level, or three-level channel? A direct distribution channel, also known as zero-level channel, involves the manufacturer selling products directly to the end customer without the involvement of intermediaries. In a one-level channel, there is one intermediary, such as a retailer, between the manufacturer and the customer. A two-level channel consists of two intermediaries, typically a wholesaler and a retailer. In a three-level channel, there are three intermediaries involved in the distribution process. Intensive distribution aims to make a product available in as many outlets as possible. An example is a popular soft drink brand that can be found in numerous convenience stores, supermarkets, restaurants, and vending machines. Selective distribution involves selectively choosing a limited number of intermediaries willing to carry a particular product. An example is a high-end watch brand that is exclusively available at select luxury jewelry stores. What are the key functions of marketing channels? The key functions of marketing channels include facilitating the movement of products or services, providing information about customers and market trends, promoting products through communication and advertising, negotiating and finalizing transactions, and providing customer support and after-sales services. How does a marketing channel contribute to customer value? A marketing channel contributes to customer value by ensuring that products are available when and where customers need them. It improves convenience, accessibility, and the overall shopping experience for customers, leading to increased satisfaction and loyalty. Why is it important for producers to utilize intermediaries in their marketing channels? Producers utilize intermediaries in their marketing channels to leverage their expertise, resources, and networks. Intermediaries have established relationships with customers, possess market knowledge, and can provide efficient distribution and logistics services. They help producers reach a wider customer base and focus on their core competencies. How does the choice of marketing channels impact a company's market reach? The choice of marketing channels determines the extent and coverage of a company's market reach. Different channels have varying geographic coverage, accessibility, and customer reach. By selecting appropriate channels, companies can effectively target and serve their intended markets, whether they are local, regional, national, or global. What factors should be considered when designing a marketing channel strategy? Factors to consider when designing a marketing channel strategy include target market characteristics, product attributes, competition, customer preferences and behavior, logistical capabilities, cost efficiency, intermediaries' capabilities and reputation, and the company's overall marketing objectives. How can a company evaluate the performance of its channel intermediaries? A company can evaluate the performance of its channel intermediaries by assessing factors such as sales volume, market share, customer satisfaction, order fulfillment efficiency, inventory management, adherence to agreed terms, communication effectiveness, and overall contribution to the company's marketing objectives. What is the role of communication in effective channel management? Communication plays a vital role in effective channel management by ensuring that all channel members are aligned, informed, and motivated. It facilitates coordination, information sharing, conflict resolution, and the implementation of marketing strategies. Clear and open communication fosters collaboration and strengthens relationships among channel members. How can a company motivate its channel intermediaries to perform better? A company can motivate its channel intermediaries by offering incentives such as financial rewards, bonuses, commissions, or discounts based on performance. Providing training and support, recognizing achievements, offering exclusive promotions or product offerings, And establishing a collaborative and mutually beneficial relationship can also motivate intermediaries to perform better. What are the advantages of using indirect channels of distribution? The advantages of using indirect channels of distribution include wider market coverage, leveraging intermediaries' expertise and resources, reduced logistical burdens for the producer, access to established distribution networks, and the ability to focus on core competencies while intermediaries handle distribution tasks. What are the advantages of using direct channels of distribution? The advantages of using direct channels of distribution include greater control over the distribution process, direct access to customer feedback and preferences, the ability to establish personal relationships with customers, higher profit margins by eliminating intermediary costs, and increased flexibility in adapting to market changes. How does the Internet and e-commerce impact marketing channels? The Internet and e-commerce have revolutionized marketing channels by enabling direct and indirect sales to occur online. It has expanded the reach of businesses globally, provided new avenues for customer engagement, facilitated seamless transactions, and allowed for the emergence of new intermediaries such as online marketplaces and aggregators. How does globalization influence marketing channel decisions? Globalization influences marketing channel decisions by creating opportunities for companies to enter new markets, reach international customers, and collaborate with global partners. It requires considerations of cross-border logistics, cultural differences, regulatory compliance, and the selection of appropriate distribution partners to ensure efficient and effective market penetration. How does a marketing channel facilitate the movement of products or services? A marketing channel facilitates the movement of products or services by providing a distribution pathway, involving intermediaries that transport, store, and deliver goods from producers to end customers. Why is the marketing channel considered a critical element of the marketing mix? The marketing channel ensures that products are available at the right place and time, making it possible for businesses to effectively meet customer needs, enhance product accessibility, and create value for consumers. How does the marketing channel contribute to efficient logistics in the distribution process? The marketing channel streamlines logistics by coordinating the flow of products from production to consumption, reducing handling and transportation costs, and improving overall supply chain efficiency. What are the key functions of intermediaries in a marketing channel? Intermediaries perform functions like distribution, promotion, negotiation, financing, risk-taking, and customer service to help products reach consumers efficiently. How does an agent differ from a distributor or dealer in a marketing channel? An agent acts as a representative for the producer, while a distributor or dealer typically purchases products in bulk and sells them to retailers or end customers. Why is it beneficial for producers to work with wholesalers in a marketing channel? Wholesalers buy products in large quantities, offering economies of scale for producers, and they have extensive networks to distribute products to various retailers. What role do retailers play in the marketing channel? Retailers sell products directly to end consumers, providing a convenient and accessible point of purchase, and they also handle activities like merchandising, inventory management, and customer service. In a direct distribution channel, how does the manufacturer interact with the end customer? In a direct distribution channel, the manufacturer sells products directly to the end customer without involving any intermediaries, thereby maintaining full control over the sales process. How does a one-level channel differ from a three-level channel in a marketing distribution system? A one-level channel has one intermediary between the manufacturer and the end customer, while a three-level channel involves three intermediaries between the manufacturer and the end customer, adding complexity to the distribution process. What are the advantages of intensive distribution for a product? Intensive distribution ensures widespread product availability, maximizes sales opportunities, and caters to customers' convenience, especially for frequently purchased items. When would a company choose selective distribution over intensive distribution? A company might choose selective distribution when its product requires specialized retail support, and having too many outlets may dilute the brand image. How does exclusive distribution benefit both producers and intermediaries? Exclusive distribution creates a sense of exclusivity for the product, attracting dedicated intermediaries who can provide a premium buying experience. while producers gain tighter control over the product's presentation and customer experience. What is the significance of a channel intermediary's reputation in assessing their effectiveness? A channel intermediary's reputation reflects its credibility and ability to handle products efficiently, influencing consumer trust and brand perception. How does the financial strength of a channel intermediary impact the distribution process? A financially strong intermediary can invest in inventory, marketing, and personnel, which ensures smoother product flow and better support for the manufacturer's products. What role does market coverage play in evaluating a channel intermediary's effectiveness? Market coverage measures the extent of the intermediary's distribution reach, directly impacting the product's availability to customers and market penetration. Why is it essential for a channel intermediary to align with the producer's brand and values? Alignment with the producer's brand and values ensures consistency in messaging, presentation, and customer experience, strengthening the brand image and customer loyalty. What are the potential consequences of an intermediary carrying low-quality product lines? Carrying low-quality product lines can negatively impact the perceived quality of the producer's products, potentially leading to a tarnished brand reputation and decreased consumer trust. Define channel conflict and its potential impact on the marketing channel. Channel conflict refers to disagreements, disputes, or tensions that arise among channel members. It can disrupt the smooth functioning of the channel, leading to inefficiencies, reduced cooperation, and decreased overall channel performance. What are some common causes of vertical conflict within a marketing channel? Vertical conflict can be caused by issues related to pricing, promotional activities, territorial rights, channel control, or conflicting goals between manufacturers and intermediaries. Provide an example of vertical conflict in a marketing channel. An example of vertical conflict is a disagreement between a manufacturer and a retailer over pricing strategies, where the retailer demands lower prices to attract customers, while the manufacturer aims to maintain profitability. What are some examples of horizontal conflict within a marketing channel? Horizontal conflict can arise when wholesalers compete for the same customers or when there is a disagreement over territorial rights between distributors operating in the same region. Explain how territorial rights can lead to horizontal conflict in a marketing channel. Territorial rights specify the geographical areas assigned to specific intermediaries. If two wholesalers claim the same territory, it can result in conflict over customer ownership, sales volume, or market share. How can co-optation help manage channel conflict effectively? Co-optation involves including channel members in decision-making bodies or advisory councils, fostering collaboration, and aligning their interests with the producer's objectives, which can reduce conflicts and enhance cooperation. When is mediation an appropriate strategy to resolve channel conflicts? Mediation is useful when channel members are unable to resolve conflicts independently and need the assistance of a neutral third party to facilitate negotiations and find a mutually agreeable resolution. What role does a mediator play in resolving channel conflicts? A mediator acts as a neutral facilitator, guiding channel members through negotiations, promoting open communication, and assisting in finding common ground and mutually beneficial solutions. Describe how diplomacy can be employed to manage channel conflict effectively. Diplomacy involves representatives from conflicting channel members engaging in discussions, negotiations, and compromise to resolve conflicts amicably, often through face-to-face meetings or conferences. How does diplomacy contribute to building stronger relationships among channel members? Diplomacy allows channel members to address concerns, express their viewpoints, and negotiate solutions openly, fostering better understanding, trust, and collaboration, leading to stronger relationships. What is the role of effective communication in managing channel conflicts? Effective communication plays a crucial role in managing channel conflicts by promoting understanding, resolving misunderstandings, addressing concerns, and fostering cooperation and compromise among channel members. How can a win-win approach be beneficial in resolving channel conflicts? A win-win approach focuses on finding solutions that satisfy the interests and needs of all channel members involved, leading to mutual benefits, stronger relationships, and sustainable long-term cooperation. Why is it important for companies to address channel conflicts promptly? Promptly addressing channel conflicts is crucial to prevent escalation, minimize disruptions in the distribution process, protect the brand image, and maintain positive relationships with channel members. How does effective channel conflict management contribute to overall channel performance? Effective channel conflict management improves cooperation, reduces inefficiencies, enhances communication, and promotes a positive working environment among channel members, leading to improved channel performance and customer satisfaction. What steps can companies take to prevent channel conflicts from arising in the first place? Companies can take proactive measures such as setting clear expectations, establishing effective communication channels, providing comprehensive training, defining territories, and implementing mutually beneficial incentive structures to prevent channel conflicts. How can technology and digital platforms help in managing channel conflicts? Technology and digital platforms can facilitate transparent communication, real-time information sharing, efficient inventory management, and streamlined order processing, reducing potential sources of conflict within the channel. What are the potential benefits of resolving channel conflicts? Resolving channel conflicts can lead to improved collaboration, enhanced efficiency, increased sales, strengthened brand reputation, and higher customer satisfaction levels. How can channel conflicts impact the end customer? Channel conflicts can result in delayed deliveries, inconsistent product availability, increased prices, or poor customer service, ultimately affecting the end customer's satisfaction and perception of the brand. Can channel conflicts ever have positive outcomes? If so, provide an example. In some cases, channel conflicts can stimulate innovation, encourage improvements in processes or products, or prompt reevaluation of distribution strategies, leading to positive outcomes for the channel and the overall business. How do market trends and changes impact channel conflicts? Market trends and changes, such as new competitors, shifts in consumer preferences, or technological advancements, can create new sources of conflict as channel members adapt to the evolving market landscape and compete for market share. How can power imbalances between channel members contribute to channel conflicts? Power imbalances, where one channel member has more influence, control, or resources than others, can lead to conflicts over issues like pricing, promotions, or decision-making authority. Why is it important for companies to continuously monitor and evaluate their marketing channels? Continuous monitoring and evaluation of marketing channels allow companies to identify potential conflicts, performance gaps, or areas for improvement, enabling them to take timely actions to maintain channel effectiveness. How does globalization impact channel management and potential conflicts? Globalization introduces complexities related to international markets, cultural differences, diverse regulations, and supply chain logistics, which can increase the likelihood of conflicts arising among channel members. How can cultural differences between channel members affect channel conflicts? Cultural differences can lead to misinterpretations, misunderstandings, or differing expectations among channel members, potentially escalating conflicts and hindering effective communication and cooperation. What role does trust play in managing channel conflicts? Trust is essential in managing channel conflicts as it fosters open communication, cooperation, and the willingness to find mutually beneficial solutions, reducing conflicts and strengthening relationships. How can a long-term perspective benefit companies in managing channel